guys, Chelsea from Attention to Details, and today we have this beautiful Toyota Camry in. I actually had a customer contact me. They had an issue with somewhere at their business. Someone had spray painted a fence or something like that with oil-based spray paint, and there is overspray all over this vehicle. Let me actually pull you in tight to show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so it is all over the glass and paint. You can see it is just a very, very fine mist. Let me see if I can pull in close. It is coming off with abrasion. Let me see how bad it is on the inside of the windshield. Customer said you can see it when driving, so obviously we want to try to remediate that for them. But let me pull you in. Let's take a look at the paint. This is a beautiful black metallic. Let's see if we can focus. You can just hear it over top of the annoying crows. So we are actually going to try a couple of different methods here. We are going to first give this a thorough wash, make sure we get as much of this, dust off of the vehicle. From there, we're going to try two different methods and first see what kind of results we can get. Obviously, you want to go with the least aggressive method and move your way forward. For standard spray paint overspray, if it's water-based, rapid remover is a very good solution. So I do have that within my arsenal that we can try rapid remover if we can do it chemically without having to use a mechanical means of abrading the overspray off. Then we'll go with the rapid remover first. But we're also going to test and see, maybe you don't have rapid remover, maybe you don't, you're looking for just a cheap way to kind of fix this. We're gonna also try a clay bar method and just see what kind of results we can get using a clay bar. So we'll kind of set up on this hood, we'll do 50-50, we'll do rapid remover, we'll do the clay bar, and we'll see what kind of results we can get with a chemical means of removing an oil-based overspray and then mechanical with the clay bar treatment. Alright, so we've gone ahead, we've done our door jambs, tires and wheels, wheel wells. I've pressure rinsed the vehicle to knock off all of the loose dust. We did our pre-treat with Rage and we pressure washed that off. Now, I could come behind and do my contact wash, but I'm trying to one, not have a whole lot of residue from soap, and two, I'm trying to decrease the amount of work that I've done. So I actually just let this dry rinse early in the morning, so I don't really have to worry too much about water spots. We're gonna come back behind. I actually have O&R in a bucket. It's probably around 1 ounce to maybe 1.5 gallons of water, close to 2. I didn't quite measure exactly because it's a black bucket. And then I also have O&R mixed up in a bottle. I really love these bottles just because they have the dilution ratios all kind of broken down for you for any of us that are in detailing. These are just really great for mixing up your chemicals because you can see 1 to 10, 1 to 9. It kind of takes the thinking out of it for us. We can kind of just be quick and not have to do any sort of math. So what we're going to go ahead and do, I want to first do a quick wash of this panel just to remove any of the remaining dirt off the panel. So we're going to actually use our Gary Dean method. I've got microfibers soaking in the O&R, multiple microfibers. And let me just show you what we've got working here. Give me 1 second. So we've got multiple plush microfibers soaking in the O&R just to kind of absorb all that fluid. And then we're going to take one of our microfibers, wring it out, not to the point where it is completely dry, but you want to be sure to have that chemical in there. We're just going to come behind and wipe down the panel. So you can see we're already pulling that overspray off because it's black. This is not single stage paint. That is that chemical coming off. The Rage loosened it. So now, since we have this side soiled, we are going to flip our microfiber for the next panel to this side, and we're going to actually set this right here off to the side We're not putting it back into our clean solution. Sorry for the shakiness. We're going to take our dreadnought towel, and because the sun is hitting that and it's drying a little bit, we're actually going to come in here and kind of mist this. You don't want to let the O&R dry on the panel. Just going to come in here. So that's a good sign that the overspray is coming off just with rage alone. So we're gonna actually now, we're gonna take our O&R that we have in our bottle, and we're gonna take our clay bar. We're gonna do this left side of panel. That's out of the shade, that's a little bit safer. So let me bring you over. Sorry, I had to unplug my charger. You'd be surprised how much juice, battery juice, doing these videos drains my phone quickly. So we've got this side. Give me 1 second to adjust you so you can see properly. Alright, so we've got a clean panel. You can still feel and hear some grit. So we're going to try the clay bar method. Alright, so we've got our clay bar, we've got Mother's, we've got the McGuire's sitting in our clay bar kit, or clay bar container. We're going to go ahead and knead this just in case last time I was lazy and I didn't. Pretty sure I did, but there's the slim possibility. Alright, so we got our clay bar nice and kneaded. I'm going to come in here, and you don't have to skimp on your lubrication. The more lubrication, the better. It's not going to hurt it. This is a fantastic water softener and just encapsulates the dirt. Go ahead, spray your clay bar and just gently go over the surface. You can still feel and hear that grit. Keep it wet. Go over the surface until it's smooth. Again, I'm not putting any pressure other than to keep my hands on the clay bar. And you can see what we're pulling up. So we're gonna actually knead that in. We are polishing it, so I'm not too worried about marring the paint. But if I can pull it up this way without having to spend the money on the rapid remover, if this is a viable solution for oil-based paint, which is a little bit more tricky than your standard water-based spray paints. Some areas I can already feel it's smooth. Let's see if I can bring you in close and you can hear. Hear that difference? We go from grit to smooth. We're going to go ahead and spray this again. We don't want to let that dry. Alright, so here we have our rapid remover. Picked this up off of Amazon. We've got a white everyday everyday microfiber from Auto Fiber. Alright, we're going to prime our microfiber. I can actually see, let me see if I can pull you guys in close and if you can pick this up. Right here, you can see kind of our 50-50 line. This is our overspray. You can see there's swirls, kind of try to see through the swirls, but you can see a definite difference right here from where we have the overspray to a decrease in amount. I wouldn't say it's all gone. Alright, so we've got our rapid remover. Let's go ahead. We'll going to do a small section at a time and just work it into the panel. Let's let that soak on there. Let it break up. Don't want to let it dry on the panel. It smells very similar to Citrol. It's a citrus-based degreaser you can smell. It's supposedly great on removing adhesive, glue. If you have window tint or anything like that, it's great at removing the adhesive residue. All right. It's still there. So what does that tell me? Well, maybe Rapid Remover is fantastic at removing water-based paint, but when it comes to oil-based paint, it hasn't really, I can see it clearly when I'm wiping. I can see the residue through the oil in solution, but it's still there. So what does that mean? It means we're doing a clay bar treatment to this whole car and the price went up just a little bit. So this is what I love about detailing, is that it is constantly about just trying out different methods, seeing what works. Would Rapid Remover work in most situations? Yeah. In this situation, is it working? No, that's okay. We're going to keep moving because we can do a clay bar treatment, and then we're also going to be doing a polish. The polish will definitely help remove it, but I want to try to diminish the amount of gunk that gets on my microfiber pads when I'm polishing. So for me, it's essential that I try to pull off as much of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue. I might actually hit this with Rage again. The Rage seemed to loosen it up, because as you can see from my microfiber from when I did the O&R, it was loosened up enough that it came off. In fact, let me do this side here. And you can see we don't have any more coming up. So let me dry that real quick. All right. So this is on the fly. This is real world testing. Am I disappointed? I don't know. I had different expectations. It doesn't mean it's a bad product. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to find uses for it in the future. But next time I have a customer that has oil-based spray paint overspray, I'm going to know Rapid Remover may not be the solution. So we're going to go ahead and clay bar this entire vehicle. Pray for me. My arms are probably going to be dead. I might actually break out the DA and the clay pad and see if that is a faster way to do it. And then we're going to do a polish. So let me break out the DA clay pad and we'll see what kind of results we get there. I'm going to put you into time lapse so that way you're not bored by an excessively long video. Alright guys, good news. That did it. Paint is nice and smooth. We definitely have micro marring from the clay pad on the DA, which that is completely normal, but because we're polishing, I'm not worried about it. Paint is nice and smooth. Might have a couple spots here, higher spots that we need to go over again, but everywhere else we got nice and clean. You can just hear right here, little grit. So we're gonna go ahead Go over this spot one more time. Primer pad. This is a messy process. And we got it. Awesome. So, my day just got a lot shorter. Yay! So, for any of you who are looking for a solution for overspray removal, for oil-based paint, even if it's water-based paint, you could definitely try Rapid Remover first to see if that works. If not, clay pad is going to be your best friend, or even a clay pad for a DA. So we're going to zip through this if we can. I'm going to do each panel with O&R, wash it, then do our clay pad, dry it, and we're just going to go panel by panel, knock this out, and then we'll get to our polished state. I don't necessarily need to bring you along for that journey. You just saw how I did it on this panel here. So imagine that duplicated for every panel hereafter. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the down below. I'm going to keep zipping through this. I'll bring you in at the end result just to show you what that looks like. If any of you are wanting to see a video in the future of, you know, how I would polish a black vehicle, let me know. I can definitely try to hook that up. But today, the customer actually added an interior to this detail, so I am limited on time. I need to keep moving, but I just wanted to share with you guys this very, you know, it's not something that comes up frequently with detailers, but it's a very important problem that we need to be able to address, overspray. And we're going to do the same method on glass. Up here, clay pad is very safe for glass. It's not going to mar it. So we're going to go ahead and do this to every surface on the vehicle, even our trim, just because I love the clay pads. They're very durable, and we don't have to deal with, you know, things sticking like a clay pad. And we're going to get this done for our customers. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video, and be sure to check out those after pictures. I'm going to hit those up now. Listen real close. Overspray, no overspray. Getting good results. Paint's nice and smooth. Got some swirls we're gonna work on. This is our winning combo right here. Max Shine 15mm long throw and O&R. We're getting great results.